Hello all, it's your girl Tiffany, Madam Luscious Black Beauty, your poetic psychic Pisces, High Priestess, aka the light that shines like a diamond. I am here tonight for another one of my videos. Tonight's video is going to be about new generation that changes. So this is going to be a reading pertaining to things that's to come in the world, pertaining to the new generation, the new world order, just a bunch of different messages. Okay, guys? So, I thank each and every one of you for listening and for watching. If you will, please like, share, and subscribe. It would be greatly, greatly appreciated. Um, and without any further ado, we're going to get right into tonight's reading. Okay? I'm just cleansing here with my Palo Santos, and I'm going to light my sage and just cleanse the energy, and then we're going to get started, okay? Okay, guys, so let's get started. Okay, guys, so like I said, this is going to be a new generation changes video. So we're going to discuss some different things or changes that's coming in the near future. I already did a New World Order reading here recently, not too long ago, and stuff like that. So we talked about some major changes, as far as some major events that's going to go down, that's going to be very catastrophic and different things. These new generation changes are things that's going to come to fruition before those major catastrophic events happen. So that's what we're going to be discussing on tonight. Okay, so I have several messages here to share with you all. Okay, so I just want to real quick, I want to share a few new generation things with you all. Okay, first of all, when it comes to new generation changes, the first, well, the biggest major thing that is going to kind of overthrow, be really massive with new generation and the changes to come is, of course, technology. Okay, um, specifically artificial intelligence. Okay, we are talking about a massive AI takeover. Okay, robotic takeover is to come in the new generation. Okay, so I'm going to share with you all some visions that I have had. First of all, I want to let you all know that all hardware will soon enough cease to exist. Okay? Think all hardware, things that you use on a daily basis. Okay? I'm talking your TVs, your computers, your radios, your phones, your laptops, whether you have a desktop or you have a laptop. Okay? Video games. And I don't mean that these things will no longer be in use. What I'm telling you is technology, artificial intelligence is going to take it over and fast track it into the new generation. The new generation will not have hardware devices. Okay? What I mean is you are still going to be able to use those things, but what I see is it is going to be, the best way I can explain it to you, it is going to be able to beam up in front of you, like in mid-air. Okay, so whether you want to use your phone, you want to use, go online, use your computer, um, listen to the radio, all your hardware devices, guys. Okay, there's like literally, I mean a lot of things, watches, those things, all those things take a whole lot of money to build, to create. It takes a whole lot of different pieces and products and things. Okay, and this is the main reason why technology, artificial intelligence is going to take it over. Okay, even your video games. Okay, and I'm gonna get more into the video games because you extreme gamers, for what I see, you're going to be in for a rude awakening. Um, if you all do not change or stop the obsessive approach to video games. Now this is not to tell anybody what to do, okay? But some of you might find it quite interesting, okay? Those of you that's part of the Geek Squad, and not making fun of anybody smart or part of a Geek Squad or anything like that, just being realistic, guys, okay? So let me tell you this. So like I said, all of your hardware devices, from the smallest, simplest things to bigger electronical devices, guys, okay? There's a lot of things that is run off of energy right now. A lot of technology is out here right now, but it all is very expensive, okay? Technology, AI is going to take this over at the same time with cutting the cost for and with doing this, a lot of people are going to lose jobs, because you have to think about the people that work in the warehouses and the factories who build these products, people who make watches, people who make phones, people who build computers and laptops and things, people who the radio company, all these different things, guys. Okay, so what I see is these things are going to be able to so you can say, call Susie, okay? And it kind of gives you what I feel like is like how people use Alexa now, but instead, and you can like use Alexa or something like that to control. You say, hey Alexa, turn the lights on. Hey Alexa, turn the lights off. Hey Alexa, play such and such song. Set my alarm. Whatever the stuff you can tell Alexa, okay? It's going to be almost the same as that, but you will not have the hardware device. This is going to beam up in mid-air, space, or if that's what you want to call it, air, okay? Like right in front of you, but air, okay? So you say, call Susie. Your phone is going to beam up in mid-air in front of you, okay? And you are going to be, it's going to call that number. You're still going to be able to call that person, okay? Those of you who are doing like video chatting and all that stuff, it's literally going to be instant. It's going to be a part of the programming, okay? You're going to be able to text, but you're going to say text Susie, okay? And then just say what you want to say. You're not going to have to type anything. The scary part about this, which is why they are pushing the RFID chips, guys, okay? You are going to be able to type without even speaking a word. This programming is so advanced, you could literally just think of what you want to say. Now, the problem with this is that it is a complete invasion of your mind, okay? So even when you are not wanting to text somebody, wanting to type a document, searching the web, you could just be randomly thinking something, and this programming is going to be collecting your thoughts, okay? That data, that information, of course, is going to be going to the government, the powers that be. Extreme gamers, okay? You all are going to, the easiest way I can explain it is you all are going to be able to beam into the actual game. So those of you, you may have a PlayStation 5 right now, okay? You actually have the hardware, the system, and then you have the video games, the discs that you put in the game that you want to play. Those things are going to automatically be programmed into the sphere, okay? You're literally going to be able to beam up any kind of game. I don't care if you're playing the PS, PS666, because it's coming, okay? They're going to give you PS6 is coming next, PS66, PS66 is coming. I'm telling you, okay? Whether you on Nintendo Switch, whether you on a Wii, whatever type of gaming you like, you will no longer have the hardware. You will be able to beam it up in mid-air in front of you. You're still going to be able to play the game with other people. The dangerous thing about this extreme gamers is you are going to be able to, your physical person is going to be able to beam inside of the game. If you die in the game, you will die in real life. It sounds very far-fetched and very advanced, I know, but it's going to happen. Your movies have already showed you this. Take Jumanji and take Hot Tub Time Machine. Both of these movies tell you about these things, okay? In Hot Tub Time Machine, they got in a hot tub and they were able to time travel back in time, back and forth through time, okay? There was on one, I can't remember if it was on Hot Tub Time Machine 1 or 2. It might have been on 2. There was a game, this was actually a game show that they used, okay? You know how they have game shows that they show on TV? Well, this game show in particular, they called it You Choose It, You Do's It, okay? Choose it, you do's it, okay? So people that were in the audience that was at the game show to watch the people on the game show, they got to pick the weird, crazy things that the people on the game show had to do. Well, the name of the game show was Choose It, You Do's It. So whoever chose whatever, they had to do these weird, freaky things. Of course, there was a lot of symbology and, sexually explicit stuff and stuff in there, whatever, okay? Take Jumanji. Jumanji, they beamed into that game, okay? Those two movies together is what is coming to the future, guys, okay? So for you extreme gamers, you are literally going to be able to beam into your game. I don't care if you're playing a basketball game, if you're playing a shootout war game, if you're playing some Grand Theft Auto, Mortal Kombat, something, whatever y'all play, okay? But it is going to be you're going to be able to beam the game up in front of you, okay? I'm gonna tell you something else, okay, guys? Travel is not going to be like it currently is. Right now, you can get on a bus, a train, a plane. You could drive. Whether or not those things will still be available, I'm just saying this, if they are still available, people are going to be using it minimum to none, okay? It's going to be only the people, if those things are still available, it's only going to be the people who are resistant to the new technology, okay? With this technology, you are going to be able to beam wherever someone is. So say, and this doesn't matter if I'm in one state and say I'm in Arkansas and you're in Atlanta, okay? Not only if we want to talk on the phone, we can beam up with each other, okay? Same way, if we wanted to video chat, we can beam that up, but it would be in mirror space. We can see each other, okay? If I wanted to travel to you, to see you, I wouldn't have to catch a bus or train or boat or plane. I could literally travel through essentially space, okay, to you, physically to where you are, okay? People are going to be able to beam themselves from one state to another, from one country to another. Okay? This is what is coming in the future, guys. I have seen this, okay? And these things are coming before the big catastrophic events happen that I talked to you about, okay? So it's going to be, you are no longer going to need an alarm clock, a watch, all those things like that people use on the daily basis, a DVD player. Those of you who still have a VCR, I don't know why, but whatever device that you can think of, you are going to that is mainly run off electricity, you are going to be able to beam it. Okay? Also, pertaining to futuristic events, the new generation, guys, sooner or later it is going to be made mandatory that there are AI bots in every household. You are going to have AI bots taking over jobs and restaurants, bars, hotels, casinos, clubs. It's going to be government required to have an AI bot in every household. This AI bot is going to serve, they're going to make it seem like that this AI bot is going to serve as some type of security system, or a nanny, or a housekeeper, or a babysitter. But this AI bot will have such advanced programming. These bots are going to be controllable by the government. So if these bots were triggered to lock you in your home, you will not be able to get out. If these bots were triggered to attack you, you won't be able to fight a machine, okay? There are going to be AI bots, cops, okay? Think RoboCops. There are going to be AI super soldiers, okay? These things are coming for the new generation. These are the new generation changes that are coming. Okay, guys? I have seen these things. The new generation spacecraft is going to be vastly different too. Now there's going to be there's particularly one that I have been seeing for a while. That may cause a lot of chaos, because depending on who builds it first, who gets their hands on it first, who creates it first, depending on the countries, it could prove to be catastrophic. Okay, this is a militarized aircraft. Okay, but there's more than one I see. When I first seen this, and I have been seeing this for years, since I was way younger, and I'm like, am I seeing the future? I was asking myself, am I seeing something futuristic? Am I just making this up? Or is this something already that exists and they are hiding it and I see it? Okay? And I've been holding on the information about this for a long time, because I'm like, well, if this is something that my government has, I might not want to say anything about it, because if our government has it and the enemy doesn't know about it, then, whatever. But I can literally see this spacecraft. I can literally damn near tell you where it's at or where it's going to be housed at. But this is a spacecraft that is going to have the ability to be invisible, meaning it can fly in any airspace and you will not be able to see it or detect it. It has arsenal all around it. Okay? It is not just spacecraft. Okay? There are like submarine type of thing that can do the same thing. Okay? It can appear itself as the vessel that it is, where you can see it, or it can go invisible and you can't even see it or detect that it's there. Okay? Now, this could be very catastrophic because anyone that gets their hands on such a thing could literally fly in the airspace of someone else and declare war on them, attack them, and the person wouldn't even see it coming. They wouldn't even be able to detect it. They wouldn't even know it was there or how to fight back, and where they will aim their weapons at to even fight back. Okay. But I see this very, very vividly. So vividly, I'm like, it either already exists and is being hidden and nobody knows that it exists. But then that makes me worry because I'm like, who has it? Do we have it? Or do another country has it and plan on using it against us? Okay? So, but I'm like, if this does not exist yet, this is definitely going to be created and built, and it is going to be used in the future. Okay? But I see this. Okay? This aircraft is massive. Okay? But the most amazing thing about it, it can completely go invisible. You can't see it. You can't even detect it in your airspace. There's no lights that's going to be flashing. When it's visible, it will be like any other aircraft. Lights on it, whatever, beams, whatever. When it's invisible, you will not be able to detect it at all. You would not see flashing lights from it, or it has the ability to go completely invisible. But it is massive on the inside, decked out with all kinds of things, and it is capable of doing all kinds of things, guys. Okay? Let me see what else that I need to share with you all about what I see pertaining to new generation changes. Okay? So let me just go ahead and jump into the reading. Okay? If there's anything else I need to share with you all, then I will do so as we go along, guys. I mean, those things there are pretty major as well. We do know that, some people, transportation is going to change, okay? Transportation is going to change drastically just because of the simple fact that your transportation uses a lot of fuel. Okay, your vehicles are also, it takes a lot of parts, takes a lot of man hours to build. Okay, you have to understand that, and this is going to be catastrophic for human beings. A lot of human jobs right now are going to it's not that they're really, some of them are going to cease to exist. They won't exist anymore. Okay, and the jobs that continue to exist, they will be fully functionable and run by AI bots, okay, that don't need days off, okay, that don't need vacation time, don't maternity leave, or have children, young babies have to take off, you see what I'm saying? These are all things that humans need, no matter who you work for or where you work at. Okay, so employers are literally going to replace And you already kind of see it happening in a lot of places. Have you been to those restaurants where you could just walk in and you can order on the little touch screen board and your order goes in and you can pay right there through the machine thing, and you just stand there and you wait for your order? And they still have human people that hand you your order, but they're already programming your mind to get ready to these positions are going to be taken over by AI. Okay. Um. Okay, guys. So let's get into some other information pertaining to the reading, real quick. Okay. Um. Okay. Let's start with these here. Okay, so the first message came out is Evil Queen here. You deserve sugar, not salt. Okay? So this just basically tell us that, you know, some very prominent, powerful individuals in power are going to be the, you know, the force, the power, and behind a lot of these things coming to pass. Okay. A lot of these things will be, you know, major shifts, major change. People are going to have a hard time transitioning, adapting, and different things. But you'll have to understand now while they're trying to implement such things on you, okay? Like the RFID chips and things like that. They're trying to do away with a lot of things right now, okay? They literally want all of your information on little chips that's implanted inside of your body right now, okay? But you have to understand that to them doing that, wanting to do that, is not, they always roll things out like it's a convenience for you or to help you, but it's they only come up with things to control you, ways to control you. You understand what I'm saying? So of course these things are going to, you know, it's all about manipulation and control, guys. Okay. So some very evil individuals in power are going to be behind these major shifts, these major changes pertaining to the new generation, guys. Okay. We have protests, start a revolution. People are going to be highly pissed off about what's to come, the changes that are happening. Okay. The forceful implantation of chips in people's bodies. Okay. Because they want to get your mind and your body, they want to merge your mind and your body with the AI technology that is coming to the new generation. So you'll be more susceptible to being on the level or going along with, you know, your mind frame being that of a computer, just like what is going to be controlling much of the world. You understand? Okay, guys, so we have dragons. Slay them all, okay? So there's going to be a lot of fights, a lot of battles, a lot of competition, confusions, conflicts, okay? You know, people are going to fight to the death about a lot of these things. You know, some people, especially, you know, younger individuals, may think this is really cool or how awesome and things like that or whatever, guys. And, you know, a lot of times that's what they do. You know, a lot of times that's what they do. They try to roll things in like, oh, it's fun, it's games, it's convenience, you know, this, that, and the third or whatever. But a lot of things that they implement and want a part of this world is to hurt, is to harm humanity, not help it, okay? And a lot of times we find that out in the long run, okay? But time is up for people just blindly trusting you know, individuals just because they're in power, okay? The time is up for people to just be you know, having this blind faith, okay? Essentially in individuals who don't really care about our well-being at all. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, guys. So next we have Phoenix here, okay? So this says, how's that for a happily ever after, okay? Do you see all this smoke, this fire? Do you see this chaos that's going on? Do you see the spell book that's sitting here? A lot of things are being conjured up right now, guys, okay? A lot of things are being manifested into, right now, all the way into the new generation, okay? Until the very, catastrophic events that is to come, that is going to destroy much of mankind, okay, guys? But these are, tonight we're just talking about the changes that that's coming, as far as artificial intelligence and the technology and how things are going to shift and change as far as how we live and different things like that, guys. That was another thing that I was going to tell you about, the transportation. It's going to be different, guys. At some point, it probably may be another 20 years out, okay? Your cars are not going to be running off of fuel anymore, okay? Many of the vehicles, if one can afford them, to have them, are travel is not going to be the same. I feel like they're going to be floating, okay? Travel is just not going to be the same. Even if, these vehicles still have wheels on them and still, rolls on the ground, like that or whatever. It's just, travel is not going to be the same. These vehicles that use a lot of fuel and different things like that, that is going to completely change up, okay? So we have the sword here, okay? And it says make a change, make the change, okay? So that's what we're talking about. We're talking about the major changes that is coming into this new generation, okay? Due to the new world order, okay? Because this is their concoctions, okay? This is what they're doing, okay? So let's look at some other messages that we have here from Spirit, guys. Okay? So to clarify Evil Queen here, okay? We have karmic debt. A lot of things are happening because there's so much evil, wicked, demonic things that have been conjured up, that has gone on on planet Earth, in this world, okay? And this is karma, okay? Thus karmic debt that is coming to the world, okay? So hence these major changes, these major shifts, okay? Okay, a difference in the way that people think, feel, live, a difference in resources. You know how it was a major shift. Like back in the day, they didn't have utilities, okay? Back in the day, they didn't have, say, electricity, okay? Or before cars were made, before, a lot of different things that we have today, okay? So a major shift and change happened from them, okay? They went from having dirt roads to now we have paved roads, okay? Not having electricity to having electricity. You understand what I'm saying? That's how big of a major shift or change. This is what is going to happen for the new generation, okay? So right now, we're comfortable. You got your smart watches, you got your smartphone, you got your smart TV, you got your smart vacuum cleaners that, just roam around the house and vacuum the floor for you because you're too lazy to do it yourself. You got all this stuff. And this is the reason why. And so they have been slowly but surely implementing this new way of life, this artificial intelligence way of life. And that is what's come to the new generation. So you can't be surprised. You can't be appalled. Okay? When these major shifts, when these major changes come in, okay? But there's karmic debt that is coming to planet Earth, okay? Because we're not just talking about the United States, we're talking about planet Earth, guys. Okay? because there's a lot of sinister things that have been conjured up, that has been manipulated, that has been changed, that has been altered, that has been tampered with. A lot of things that they shouldn't have, okay? Do you think they just sitting down at CERN having tea parties? You know, sipping a spot of tea or something? No. There's major things going on in these places, okay? And it's all going to vastly, affect the new generation. Okay, guys? So we have darkness here, guys. This is going to be a very dark period of time. Okay? That falls under protest here, okay? Darkness, dark people, evil, demonically possessed individuals are controlling this, okay? You see how this very dark figure here, and she's sitting here with this blackbird, this crow, or whatever this is supposed to be here, okay? Very sinister individual. Darkness, okay? Darkness is what, and evil and wickedness is what caused this karmic debt here, guys, okay? This is going to be a very dark time in history, in life, for many of us. Okay? Just, just think about it, guys. Okay? Don't you remember when, before you even had a cell phone? Don't you remember that? Many of us should be able to remember before we had a cell phone. And when we did see cell phone, or they wasn't cell phones, they were car phones. And they used to be in these convertibles, okay? And we seen them on TV. And you seen some of the richest people in the world, and they would have their fancy cars and their little car phones in their car, okay? Or you seen those huge phones that was in the business guy, the wealthy business guy's briefcase or something, and the mug was about that big, okay? So this is how major shifts are going to change. So a lot of people will probably look at this and be like, okay. But did you ever, just think back, okay? If you are, 40 years old now or older, you were born in the 70s, the 60s. Did you ever think that there was going to be a day that you had a cell phone? A lot of the things that exist now, you can remember back before we even had this. So what makes you think that things are not going to vastly change for the new generation? Okay? You got people right now. If you have elders still in your family, you got grandparents and great-grandparents, especially if any of them is living older than that, you having to teach how to text or use a cell phone. They definitely came from a time where none of that existed, okay? So I'm telling you, this new world order is going to be to the likes of which y'all have never seen before, okay? Many of you may not live to see it, sadly, okay? Some of you will, smack dead in the middle of the shift. Okay? But these are things that is going to those of them who are kids now, and your kids' kids, and your kids' kids' kids. Okay? We're talking about your grandchildren and your great-grandchildren and so on. What is going to be for them? So in your mind, a lot of you right now, especially those of you who are older right now, you may or may not live long enough to see a lot of these things implemented and brung in, but they are sure to come. I have no reason to lie to you, okay? So under Dragon Slay Them All, we have Thunderstorm here, okay? Thunderstorm, okay? A lot of these things that are coming, it's going to be very swift, very a lot of the things that they are creating and bringing in is going to is going to implement this disaster that is to come thereafter. Okay, and I spoke to you all about those things in the, the New World Order reading that I did. Okay, the New World Order, the New Generation video that I did. Okay, so with this, you see the lightning here, you see the thunderstorm here. Okay, there's definitely a storm of coming. Okay, just because these things are being brought into existence for the new generation does not mean that the satanic powers that be, have gone back or changed their plans to kill off as many human beings as they so possibly can. Okay, because you still have to understand that their ultimate goal is a new world order, a one world government, a one world religion. Okay, if none of you have seen the Georgia Guidestones, look up the Georgia Guidestones. Look up at the number of citizens on there and ask yourself, how's it going to be possible if there's 7+ billion people in the world right now? How is it possible for the governments to get to get those numbers down? That's vast amounts of people. We're talking about billions of people are going to die some kind of way. And I talked to you about that, what is to come and what is going to happen with that in the New World Order reading. Go back and watch that. Okay? But a lot of these things that they are creating is going to be catastrophic. Okay? Just like being in the worst thunderstorm that you could be in. And it's going to be so catastrophic. Just imagine yourself like this man, half naked, outside. And nobody would do this right now. Okay, would you go be half naked outside and it's pouring down raining, it's lightning, it's thundering, it's dark, it's flooding, it's a tornado, it's a tsunami? I mean, just think of the worst storm. Okay, you wouldn't be smack dead outside half naked in that. Why? Because it would be dangerous. That's what the things that they're implementing going to be. They're dangerous. I'm telling you, from implanting chips into human beings to forcibly making citizens have artificial intelligent robots in every home that is going to turn on you. It's going to get so sick and twisted around here, guys. I actually seen this on an episode of Outer Limits. If anybody ever watched that show, Outer Limits, I know how it's gonna, it's going to get so crazy, guys. I mean, you got some people who are out there right now, okay? You got people who have married their sex dolls, who actually have sex with either blow-up sex dolls or some kind of sex doll that look like a human, but it's not, type thing, okay? I mean, there's some far-fetched people out there, okay? People have a lot of fetishes in the world, guys. Women, even men, okay? Yo, get ready. A lot of your lovers are going to leave you all for not another human being, guys, but for their perfect AI bot that can walk, that can talk, they can have sex with, that can cook, that can clean, they can do everything they want them to do, how they want them to do it on command. And they're going to be able to have them built with the perfect body. They're not going to gain weight. They're not going to lose weight. They're going to have the size breasts they want, the size butt and thighs they want, the color and texture hair they want, the eye color they want. Guys, women, many of your lovers are going to be replaced with human looking and human functioning AI bots. The skin is going to be the closest to it's going to be synthetics. Okay? The closest, their skin is going to feel like human skin. From the outside, they're going to look like human beings. Walk like human beings, talk like human beings. They can even program emotion into them and everything. People's relationships are going to start being replaced with AI bots. And you're going to actually be able to have sex with them in any type of way you want to, just like you have sex with anybody else, okay? It's going to get crazy. People are going to completely lose their mind, especially those of them in the world who are addicts. Don't believe me? Just watch. We have Forest of Tears, guys. A lot of these things is going to leave people saddened, afraid, left out. A lot of people are going to lose employment, lose work, lose money. Because everything you have ever known is going to be replaced with artificial intelligence. The new race is AI. Okay? We have Forest of Tears here, okay? A lot of heartache, a lot of pain, a lot of sadness, a lot of loss with what's to come. Sitting under Phoenix here. How's that for your happily ever after? Okay, guys? Don't think it's a game when it's really not. And see, the government love rockabye babying you. You understand me? You know, they the hand that rock the cradle types, okay? They like pacifying you. You understand? So, you know, they implement a little bit at a time, and they do it in a way where, oh, look, this is fun. Oh, look, this is exciting. Hey, guys, this could help you. This could assist you. This would be a great idea for you. That's how they implement things. But it's really created to be to your detriment. No lie. No lie. They do a lot of this. Just think about some simple things right now. You have more, just say men. You have more men that's cheating right now than they ever have in history. Why? Because sex sells. Sex is everywhere. You can watch all kind of sex online for free. This is the reason why people have porn addictions now. You know what I'm saying? Prostitution is openly promoted. Satanism is openly promoted. Okay? So nowadays, you know, back in the day, men worked hard. Men worked hard. They was bred like that. They was raised like that. They was born like that. You know? They liable to go out and work from sun up to sundown. You understand? They had massive families. Okay? Now, this didn't mean that he may not have slipped up or cheated or, you know, or anything like that. But it wasn't, you know, this was back in a time when women was more conservative and different things like that. It didn't go the same way. Now you got sex on every TV show, every movie, on the TV, on the radio, online for free. Just think about the people that didn't have internet before internet existed, before laptops and computers existed, and they could see all this sex and all this porn and all everything right now. You understand me? You go back far enough, people didn't have oral sex. Now it's like if you don't have oral, and then we went from people not having oral sex to people who did have oral sex got talked about like a dog and put down, to now it is fashionable and acceptable, and it's like if you ain't having oral sex, what are you doing with your life? You understand what I'm saying? And then from oral sex, just regular oral sex, it's some went to, you know, if you ain't, you know, about the booty now, you know, so believe me when I tell you I have seen these things, guys. Men, even women, probably be more men though, are going to opt out to being with a real human to have their very own fantasy lover of whatever kind they want. And this mug is not just going to be a doll you can throw in a closet. This AI bot is going to look like a human, be fully functional like a human, can do whatever they want to do. It is coming. Wait for it. So like I was telling you on the one episode of Outer Limits I seen, there was this, he was like a scientist or something. He worked with this company. And so they built these bots and things like that. And they literally built this AI bot, okay? But the outside, it looked just like a human. I'm talking about it had a banging body, big breath. I mean, like everything. And so when they finished building this, and the guy, he was like a player, what is it called? Paraplegic or something. He was in a wheelchair. So his boss thought it would be funny. He wasn't dating. He wasn't with anybody. He was lonely. He thought it would be funny to send the bot home with him so he could test it out and see how it worked. So of course he brought this bot home. She cook and clean and things. This bot, he found out this bot had feelings. She started getting jealous because he wasn't paying her enough attention. They would sit down to dinner and eat together. She would go and try to dress sexy for him. Him being vulnerable, not having anybody and hadn't had sex in a while. She came on to him. He ended up having sex with this AI bot. And then she became obsessed. So when he met a real human woman that he liked, this AI bot started trying to kill him and the human woman that he was talking to. Y'all, it's coming. It's coming. Don't think it's a game. What it's really not. We have prayer here. Okay? Prayer. People are going to be in prayer here, okay? Why? Because of this sword, honey. Because of these changes that's coming in. People are going to be in prayer like never before. Because it's going to be a catastrophic mess as to what is coming. I'm telling you what I see, what I feel, what I know. You ain't gotta like me. You ain't gotta believe in me. I'm just, I'm just a messenger. I'm delivering you the messages, honey. It's coming. It's coming. It is coming. So to the other messages that we have here, guys, we have hidden depths. There's a lot of things that's being hidden from the American people, guys. These powers that be, these satanic powers that be, this government, this New World Order beast system committee, coalition, they have lied to the people, grossly lied to the people. There are hidden depths, guys. This says something hidden is about to come to light. Perhaps a secret or memory at the or at the back of your mind. When we expose what's hidden, we can become free. I'm telling you all the truth. I've shared my visions with you all. I'm telling you what I see, what I feel. If I'm making it up, like I said the other day on another one of my videos, honey, if I'm making it up, this is the most genius thing that ever been made up, honey. This could go to the big screen. If I'm making it up, child, this is a bestseller book. You understand me? But it's the truth. It's the crazy part about it. Hidden depths, guys. But these hidden depths are going to start coming to light. People are going to start seeing just what type of evil, what type of catastrophic things is to come, what kind of changes is to come. See, everybody comfortable right now. Y'all put this blind faith and this blind trust in these people just because they got certain titles, just because they look a certain way, just because they got certain kind of degrees and things, because they're part of certain groups and secret societies, because they went to college and things. So y'all just put blind faith and blind trust in them and say, oh, they got it. Long as you can sleep with who you want to, long as you can get money the way you want to, long as you come and go like you want to, you think all is well, all is fine. But there's hidden depths that will shock the hell out of you. Spirit says, look for a sign. Look for the signs, guys. Okay? Which goes into what I'm going to talk to you all about next. The signs of the times. Okay? Spirit says, look for the signs. These things are coming. Spirit says, pay attention and expect an answer. Look for the signs. Signs and symbolism is all around y'all. Okay? Then we have betrayal. The people have been betrayed, has been misled, has been lied to, have purposely been brainwashed, dumbed down, kept blind, and under mind control. When are y'all going to realize that we have been betrayed and sold out a long time ago? By those of them that you put blind faith and blind trust in. I'm trying to tell you what I know. Betrayal. Cards don't lie. First message, ultimate betrayal, guys. There is going to be a vast amount of betrayal. Ultimate betrayal that is coming in. People are going to be brokenhearted, Spirit says. People are going to be brokenhearted. You know, some of these things seem fun, seems exciting. Wow, really? Yeah. Until you wake up one day and you don't have a job because it's been taken over by a bot. Until the love of your life that you thought you was gonna be with forever is in love with an AI. Yeah. Until your kids turn on you because they robot nanny told them to. Yeah. Oh yeah, even the teachers are going to be replaced with AI. There are going to be fully functionable artificial intelligence schools, ladies and gentlemen. They have already replaced, they don't even use paper and pencils and books anymore. Right now. Y'all better pay attention. Because these are backstabbers that have concocted all of this, guys. And let me tell you something. If you don't like it, remember I was telling you about them government mandated chips. Obama told you everybody got to chip in. Trump told you we will have a proper tracking system. Y'all don't listen. Y'all don't pay attention. They tell you the truth in plain sight, in between their lies. You don't like it? Oh, you ain't with the New World Order? Oh, you ain't down with the beast system, the one world religion? Huh? So you ain't rocking with the Antichrist, huh? Okay. Flip, let's turn that switch off. Instant death. Bye-bye. Game over. Spirit say you can't trust nobody. It's coming. Whether you like it or not, it's coming. All of you that's got them arsenal of weapons, you think when them people told you that you had the right to bear arms, they didn't start plotting and planning and scheming how they were still going to be able to overtake you, overthrow you. I would love to see how you shoot a robot. Now see, y'all think y'all done got it figured out. Y'all say y'all can kill the zombies by chopping off their head. You understand? All the other things that people can kind of conjure. Okay, if this happened, if that's happened, this is how you kill them. How do you kill a robot? Don't worry, I'll wait. Flying high in the sky. Y'all, I told you all in the other reading, the New World Order reading, other things, the things that when the catastrophic events comes, then that's going to come after these major changes come, and when the powers that be implement their genocide their genocide plan to kill off the vast majority of humanity. That's not going to happen then. But there is going to be AI type of technology that is flying in the sky as well. It's almost going to be like this monitoring system everywhere, over everybody at any given time. Okay? You ain't going to be able to run. You ain't going to be able to hide. AI is going to be able to see everything. Spirits say they plotting against you. They plotting against the American people. They don't create nothing to help you, to heal you, to uplift you, to support you, or nothing. They only create to destroy mankind. But this is their implementation of new beginnings. This is what is coming for the new generation. Remember I told you about that karmic, that darkness. It's a storm a-coming. Them tears and them prayers that's going to be going out, because the struggle is then going to be real, because you're going to feel the struggle for real then. Why? Because these hidden depths would have been exposed. People are going to get to feeling blue, feeling down, being stressed, being depressed from what's to come. Some people are liable to take their own lives. You're liable to be triggered too. Why? When you go to looking and you see the signs and them hidden depths, and you aware of these betrayals, you're going to get to feeling real down. You're going to get to feeling blue. Why? They watching you. They watching you. They plotting, planning against you right now. Spirits say, protect yourself. You better have you some protection of some kind. Because when the full implements of this AI rolls in, yeah, your protection is going to cease to exist. See, I know y'all think they would send out, a lot of y'all get to worrying about some martial law and the soldiers coming to round up your weapons, baby. There's going to be them robotic AI super soldiers. I like to see somebody go to combat with a robot. When they send them out to your neighborhood, a neighborhood near you, to take your weapons. Who doing this? Who behind this? Spirits say royal bloodlines. Royal bloodline. Your security will be no more. You won't be secure in anything anymore, Spirit is saying. Once again, people are going to be fighting to protect themselves in any way, shape, form, or fashion they possibly can. Okay? Spirit is telling you all to move, relocate. It is time for a change. But I'm telling you about the change. The change is coming. There's going to be no good in a hood near you. In a neighborhood near you, it's going to be nothing but no good. I don't care what neighborhood you live in. You can think you living good in your gated community, in your clean, quiet neighborhood if you want to. Nobody's going to be safe, baby. Why? Because of the slave drivers. They coming. They coming. The change is coming. We got the gang stalking, mobbing mentality here. We're talking about illegal technology, harassment, electromagnetic frequencies, voice to skull technologies, remote neuromonitoring, neurologistic programming, directed energy weapons, guys. All of us whom are targets now and have been targets all our life, we've literally been test dummies. Human experimentation for how they wanted to roll all of this out. And you want to question about how I know. I only been a target all my life. Spirit says smoke. Remember the Phoenix car with all that smoke and fire and everything? Smoke. And what they say? What they say? Where there is smoke, there is fire. Yeah. They coming with the smoke. They bring in the smoke. Spirit say something just ain't right. Okay? People need to open their eyes and see, reevaluate this situation. What we are facing. Because there's some very evil, wicked, demonic people that's been doing some casting spell. You don't understand. They have cast spells on all of humanity, on the world. They have done these sorcery, black magic, voodoo, witchcraft spells on the masses everywhere. Spirit say you can't trust these people. You can't trust them. Spirit is telling you to watch your surroundings at all times because evil lives. There are going to be crooked cops and government officials who are involved, okay? And I'm not just talking about your regular, everyday, average Joe cop, government official. There are going to be super soldiers, okay? Super soldier cops, robotic cops, super soldier military officials who are demonically possessed, who are under mind control, and those of them who have been merged with the AI technology. Okay? They're going to have extreme strength as well as power. Spirit said there is danger ahead. Proceed with caution. The goblins are watching. There is something that is going to go on or be put into the air. You're not going to be able to see it. You're not going to be able to smell it. But you all are going to breathe it in. And it is very toxic. It is coming as part of this new world order. These new generational changes. These things are going to alter your state of mind. On the day that you finally wake up and all of these things have been implemented, it's going to be a bad day. Spirit say it's going to be a bad day. Why? Because of the betrayal. Because of the hidden depths. Because y'all didn't look for the signs. You got dark covens of individuals who have partook in the entire process of this, okay? These dark covens are connected with secret societies. The secret societies are connected with underground rings. The underground ring. All of these things connect to one another. That's fully operational by the government. during which time there's going to be a lot of kidnappings that take place, that goes on. There is going to be a lot of negative energy, darkness. Then we get a darkness card, darkness, negative energy, antimatter around, guys. Y'all need to understand, with the High Priestess card here, we're talking about secret knowledge here, occultic knowledge here, okay? The devil that's in the details, okay? These dark covens, they be having these dark parties, and they are the ones who have been conjuring up. We're talking about for years upon years upon years. Have these things been conjured up and put into place to get ready to be implemented, guys, okay? People are going to be very unfulfilled and very unsatisfied. People are not going to be happy with these changes at all. I told you all about the secret 7 witches. These are witches. I feel like there's a top prominent witch, like in every country or in certain thing, and these witches come together. These witches do some of the most damning sorcery on the world pertaining to what is to come, okay? But the only reason why all this darkness is around is because light pissed off their demons, okay? These satanic sellouts are going to be exposed at this time, okay? Spirit is saying that these satanic sellouts are going to be exposed at this time, especially the ones of them who are in the churches. They are going to be exposed. Many people are going to fall to prey to mental illness. People are going to be losing their minds because of this technology, guys. Spirit is saying that these individuals who plan to implement this, who plan on carrying this out, they are cowards. And they don't care anymore. They've never cared, okay? These people don't care about your life, your family's life, your children's life. We're talking about major burdens here. Pressure on people. There is going to be fiery anger, okay? People are going to be mad as hell, okay? People are going to be outraged, okay? You see how these colors kind of go hand in hand with the colors here on this card, which talks about protest and start a revolution. People are going to be mad as hell about what is to come. People are going to be ready to fight. You see her here with these swords, trying to fight these dragons that have come to destroy. Look, y'all, it's going to be catastrophic, okay? And it's going to end up like this, okay? Fiery anger. Okay? These massive kidnappings that's going to start going on, guys, pertaining to the new generation, it has a lot to do with these sex rings, okay? These individuals are that these massive kidnappings that start the sex ring, these individuals are going to be used as slaves. Like, they're going to start doing other things with them, implanting them with some of this stuff. Like, they're experimenting on a lot of these people underground. Spirit is saying that these MFs are crazy for real, okay? There's a whole lot of sneaking and creeping going on pertaining to things that's to come in, in the future, the near future, as well as the distant future, okay? These individuals, they stay all up in the people's business, but everything about them stays top secret and classified, guys, okay? And people, the Satanist, Spirit is saying these Satanists want to steal people's spiritual gifts. They want to steal people's souls and everything, okay? Because this is what they feel like gives them power to implement these things, okay? Weaken the people and use your energy and your power and your soul and your spiritual gifts to implement the level of detriment that they want to onto the world. These people essentially put a hit out on the American people, guys. Okay? There's going to be a vast number of false flags, okay? Spirit said, look for the signs, okay? It says, pay attention. This kind of goes into what I was going to talk to you all about, the signs of the times. There are going to be like a lot of major things that go on. It is going to be like back to back to back to back to back. And this is going to be one of your main signs that you are going to know that a big change, a big shift has happened, is about to go on, and things are about to be implemented, guys, okay? So a lot of so the false flags, they could be like staged supposed terrorist attacks, staged lone wolf mass shooters, you know, all kinds of things like that they normally do, but it's going to be like so often. They're going to come like back to back to back to back to back. The other signs of the times that you all need to be aware of is going to be verbal communication. All of your people who are like truth tellers or whistleblowers or motivational speakers, or it's going to be different people with different kind of titles and roles who are going to start solely telling y'all not going to be able to click on, go on your phone, online or nothing. Every other video you're going to see somebody who is telling you what is happening, what is to come. When you start seeing that more frequently like that, back to back to back to back to back, something major is happening. It's got nothing to do with whether you like the person who's saying it, whether you're cool with them, whether you subscribe to them, whether you like them or nothing. I'm telling you, look for the sign though. When you look on your news, look on your phone, on your laptop or computer, you don't even got to search for it. You are going to begin to see things back to back to back to back. It's going to be verbal communication from different areas, from different people, on different platforms. Okay? Because people are going to start feeling and seeing things more and more. Okay? And they're going to start telling what they see, telling what these hidden depth things here. Remember when it says something hidden is about to come to light, one of the signs, and then Spirit said, look for these signs, is verbal communication is going to rapidly speed up. People are going to begin to non-stop talk about what is getting ready to happen, guys. The false flags are going to be back to back to back to back to back. The other sign of the times, guys, is there is going to be breaking news scandals everywhere. There are going to be major scandals that start coming out like back to back to back, that have to do with government officials, that has to do with celebrities, that has to do with very prominent people in power. And I'm not talking about little isolated event scandals that's been set up and staged. I'm talking about real deal Holyfield major scandals, okay? And we know that the powers that be control the media, but these things are going to start being magnified. Like certain things are going to start happening where they don't even have a choice whether or not to talk about the story or to air it, because it's going to be public and other people are going to be and seen it and be talking about it. So it's going to force the mainstream media news to do a news story about it or whatever. Whether or not they manipulate the communication about it or not, it doesn't matter. It's the fact that what would normally be hidden and covered up, these stories are going to begin to run massively back to back to back to back to back, okay? Another sign of the times is bad weather is going to begin to happen everywhere, back to back to back. Y'all know that they do these, they geoengineer the weather. They can control the weather anywhere, okay? There's going to be a lot of staged events that is going to increase. There's going to be bad weather that increase. All of these things are going to come back to back to back, guys. This is how these are going to be the signs. These are the hidden depths that is going to come to light, and you're not going to be able to ignore them anymore. These are going to be the signs from Spirit to let you know something major is about to go down, okay? Also, I need y'all to pay attention. If you have not, you'll need to look up. People don't look up in the sky. The moon is massive. This mug is huge. And if you notice, it keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger and closer to Earth. The sun is huge. Huger than it has ever been, guys. That is another sign of the time, okay? Going into the catastrophic events that's to come at a later time in the future. We got darkness. Remember I told you about the darkness? Sooner or later, you're not going to really be able to tell dark day from night, okay? It's going to be like intermeshed, okay? You're not going to be able to know day from night, okay? And then when the major catastrophic events happen, when the blackout happen, you will see for the first time ever a black moon. The moon will be black. Okay? So like I said, we got another blues card. This is going, a lot of people is going to be heartbroken and upset, guys. There's going to be a lot of loss, a lot of sadness, a lot of misery, a lot of people feeling down. Okay? But Spirit is telling you, you know, try not to let people steal your joy, okay? A lot of these things is going to be catastrophic, okay? Don't fear death, okay? When we live in a world like this with such evil going on, there's no need for you to fear death, okay? But Spirit is letting you know that these individuals are psychos, okay? They're psychopaths. Spirit says, beware of the snakes trying to come into your life to harm you, to fool you, okay? These are satanic sellouts, okay? Individuals in the cult, okay? They have declared war on the American people, on our own soil, and they are trying to sacrifice. One huge, massive sacrifice of the American people, guys. Secret societies know all about this. Internal affairs. It's the inside job, guys. These people are greedy. This is about greed, about power, about money. Spirit is saying, listen to your intuition, guys. Spirit is saying, if you can, move and get out the way. Okay? If you can get out of the United States, Spirit is telling you to do so. Why? Because Spirit says they're dangerous. What is to come is going to be dangerous. Again, inside job. Again, the implementations of this artificial intelligence on a massive scale of implanting people with chips. We're talking about massive mind control here, guys. These individuals are tricksters, okay? Tricksters, magicians, okay? Again, Spirit is saying you can't trust nobody. Spirit is saying that what is going to happen, what's going on is going to be a low down and dirty shame. We have none other than the New World Order here, guys, okay? At some point, actually in the distant future, there is going to be, we have ghosts here, okay? We're talking about the dead. We're talking about a haunting that is going to happen. Okay, demonic possession is going to happen to planet Earth. The dead will walk amongst the living. If that makes sense to anybody. Okay? Beings and things that you have never seen before in your life are going to... Now, this is in the very... this is going to be in the distant future to come. Okay, again, we got another royalty card here. Okay, guys, we got a royalty card here. Okay, we got royal bloodline here. Okay, Spirit is saying the devil is not welcome here. Okay, Spirit is saying that they effed up a long time ago. Okay, some major things are about to go down. Spirit is saying, telling the people to move in silence. Move in silence. There is going to be a major blackout that is to come. Spirit is saying that there's going to be bad vibes all around, guys, okay? Very evil, wicked, negative energy, guys. And Spirit is saying that there is competition all around us as well, okay? So you got to know that this is not just going to be going on in the United States. Even the things that's going on in the United States, you got to know other countries are going to be watching, and things are going to be going on in their countries as well, and they're going to be seeing as to what is happening in the United States as well, okay? Which can also set off another chain of events of things to occur and happen, guys, okay? Okay, that was a lot of messages, guys. Real quick, I'm just going to see if there is anything else that Spirit would like me to share with you all about this the new generation changes. You know, somebody is going to listen to this, somebody that's older, you know, somebody that's in their teens or their 20s right now, gonna shrug this off. They're not gonna care. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have, you know, those in their 30s or 40s that's just gonna look over this or be like, oh well, you know, maybe I'll be dead by the time this come along or something. You know what? Especially your 40s, 50s or older people. Okay, y'all need to understand. A lot of this stuff is going to vastly affect your children that you have now, your grandchildren, which means your children's children, your children's children, which means your grandchildren, okay? And so on and so forth, okay? But these things are going to happen, and some, okay? Okay, guys, so let me see if Spirit has any other messages that I need to share with you all before we wrap this reading up, guys. I thank you all for listening and for watching. If you will like, share, and subscribe, that would be so greatly appreciated, okay? Okay, Spirit. Okay, Spirit. Oh, goodness. We got sabotage here, guys. Okay. So I feel like the world is being sabotaged, guys. I feel like the American people are being sabotaged, okay? We have cycles here, okay? It's like these repetitive cycles are going on, are happening in the world, okay? And with each of these cycles, like life cycles, ever so many, you know, amount of years, there are major shifts, major changes, major events that's happening in the world, okay? And a lot of times, for a new to happen, to create a new, to have a new, you know, there's catastrophic things that happens to you know, do away with the old, if you will. People may start to have dreams about what is to come. A lot of things that I share with you all, you know, because I'm a visionary, I see a lot of these things, guys, okay? We have wild here, okay? I feel like with this card, a lot of people are just going to kind of be stuck, baffled, unsure of how to feel, what to do with a lot of these major things come along, okay? But Spirit is telling you to have faith, okay? We have faith here, have faith at the bottom of the deck here, okay? You know, there could be people who are stranded out in the wild as well. Spirit is telling you to practice self-love as well. Continue to love yourself, continue to have faith, okay? But you know, you need to be awake and aware of and vigilant of what is happening. Sadness here. There's sadness here. People are going to be saddened by what is to come. We have entrapment here. People are going to feel saddened and bound unable to do anything pertaining to these situations, okay? And at the bottom of the deck, look what we have here. Pay attention to the signs. We had that. Spirit says look for the signs, okay, of these things. Okay, it's not about you liking me or you know, anything like that. This is about this is about you all being aware, awakened to what is happening, to what is going on, okay, in the world. To doing your own study, your own research, okay? Why? 10 of Wands here. There's going to be a lot of burdens. That came out on cycles. We're talking about problems, burdens, concern, okay? Having a lot to deal with. It's going to be overwhelming for a lot of people to come to terms with look, conflict. Conflict, guys. Major conflict is going to be happening. Burdens, conflict, stress, depression, anxiety, because of all of these things, okay? Competition, okay? These things are going to be illuminated here, okay? With the sun shining on these things are going to be illuminated. Remember with the hidden depths here? People are with the 9 of Wands here, people are going to be defensive. That came out on sadness. People are going to be very defensive about these situations that's going to happen, about these things that are going on, guys, okay? About this conflict, about this competition, about these battles, okay? Yeah. And then on entrapment, we have judgment. These powers that be have made a judgment, an order, a ruling, a decision about what is to come, about what is going to happen, guys. Okay? Yeah. And look, we have the Fool here. You see this Fool? You know? You see this Fool, and look what's behind the Fool. The Fool talks about taking this leap of faith. Somebody decided to take this leap of faith. And here, what was the first card we had? We had Evil Queen. What do we have here? Queen of Wands. Do you not see these devil horns on her hand? Do you not see this wand, her waving this wand? This is fire sign here, okay? Do you not see this beast down here that she is sitting on? She's inhabited this beast, okay? She is this beast. You understand me? Y'all better wake up. Y'all better wake up. Okay? Wow. And look at this. I'm like, dude, I can't even make it up. Behind the Queen of Wands, you got the King of Wands. Do you understand me? And what is behind them? The Moon. Illusions, secrets, things hidden. Stop playing. Y'all stop playing. I'm trying to tell you. It's some major things that's going down, that's going to happen pertaining to the new generation changes, guys, okay? So I thank each and every one of you for listening and for watching, guys. If you will be so kind to like, share, and subscribe, I would be greatly appreciative to that. If there is anybody who would like to contact me about a missing mystery, a murder mystery, or just a general topic that you would like for me to do a reading on, I would be more than happy to do that for you as well. You can contact me at tiffanyziegler60@gmail.com. If there's anybody who would like to donate to the channel, guys, you will enable me to help and to heal as many other people as I so possibly can, guys, okay? It is greatly, greatly appreciated. You can do so through Cash App at $TiffDiamond36. The correct spelling for both of those will be in the description box below, guys, okay? As I always tell you all, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, but most of all, take care of your babies, guys, okay? There is evil in high places, honey, and there is evil that is lurking around every corner, okay? You just never know when the day is going to come. Okay? You never know. Okay, so y'all stay awake, stay aware, stay vigilant, and stay prepared. Because if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. Okay? Until the next time, guys, peace, love, and light. I am that I am, created in the image of God. Namaste.